What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the MES, the Minecraft event space. Today we're going to go through our Block Wars 9 teams and predictions. They've just come out, so this could be on the same day, so let's go. Let's go through the team, let's go. Silly Snowman, you got Dark Eyebrows, Gucky, Amesy, Antfrost, and Aqua. A very silly stack. I like this team. I think Michaela, Gucky, and Amesy are a 3-stack, and then Antfrost and Aqua are just to give a team a bit more of a chance to play at like a high level. It's a very silly team though. It's a very good watch, this team. I'm definitely going to say that. Obviously that trio of Michaela, Gucky, and Amesy is going to be very, very silly to watch. And an Aqua, don't sleep on them though. They can definitely take this team to high places. But apart from that, silly team, silly snowman, good team. Crafty Cookie, he's got Anthos, Boomer NA, Shadoon, Red Velvet, and Wally Bear. And this is the thing, I said this to Alex. Orange team is always very experimental when it comes to block calls, and it shows again because it's very experimental. Obviously, Anthos was on Orange last time and won. Boomer NA is back after, I think, quite a long break. Shadoon is decent. I think Shadoon's probably the top frag or like second, maybe. Same with Wally. They're probably going to fight between first and second frag for Wally and Shadoon. Red Velvet as well. It's pretty decent. There's no real bad player. Anthos is one of the lower ones, but apart from that, it's a very balanced team, all things considered, and very experimental. We'll see how it goes. Good team. Lucky Lights, here we go. Feinberg, Fulham, Joe Bottolozzi, Milkberry, and Pyrocyph. I love it. This is, again, a very experimental team for this Block Wars. It's very good. Obviously Lewis, nice to see Lewis in Block Wars as well. He was in pink last time. Feinberg, nice to see Feinberg back. Nice to see Joe again. That duo of Maddie and Jack, Jack Pyrocyph, is a very silly duo. It's a very good duo. Obviously it was in Rising too. Last time they were split because Maddie was on Aqua, Jack was on Red, but now he sees those two together again in the same team. Again, a very, very good team. Maddie is the bottom frag, is pretty good. Joe, Fulham, and Pyro are all very competent. Obviously, Fine's going to probably cook. But apart from that, very competent team, and we'll see how it gets on. And yeah, very good team. Happy Helpers, Fire Breath Man, In the Little Wood, Solidarity, Orion Sound, and Soup for Eloise. Oh my goodness. A very good team. And there's going to be a lot of chemistry with this team. It's going to be quite funny. It's going to be quite a good POV to watch. Nice to see Jimmy in Block Wars for the first time. Nice to see Martin coming back, because obviously Martin subbed in last Block Wars very last minute. It'd be nice to see him back. Shane as a top frag, pretty good. I think Shane will probably have a good Block Wars this time round with his team around him. Don't sleep on this team though, because Martin and Ollie and even Solidarity, even Eloise to be fair, all can pretty much cook. Like, because we saw last time, Martin got 4th indiv last MCC. Obviously, MCC's a little bit easier, different context, different event. You can't really compare it. But he's in good form, Martin, so don't sleep on this team. Arctic Angels, Ghosty Fruit, Caitlin, Puns, Curry, and Line Shoe. I mean, Puns and Curry as a duo is very, very strong. Nice to see Ghosty and Caitlin again. That's going to be quite a silly watch as well. Line Shoe as well. It's one of the weaker teams of this event, in my opinion. If Curry and Puns both have top 10 indiv events and can take their team to like high places in like team games, then his team has a chance, but it's got one of Puns or Curry have got to lead this team to some pretty high heights if they are going to have any chance in this event. But a good team, silly team, regardless. Goofy Gifts, you got Lagundo, Simple Flips, Misty Cat, Ashwag, and Fur. I like this team as well. Very good team. Obviously, nice to see Ash back. He's had a lot of connection issues when it comes to Block Wars. Misty as a top frag. I think Misty will probably have a very good event this time. I've got a feeling. Lagundo, Flips, and Fur, again, pretty good. Don't sleep on Lagundo as well. Lagundo will probably have a top half indiv event. And this team is very good. It's definitely a sleeper team, and can probably get top half, and we'll see in my Preds, but I like this team. I think it's going to do very well. Trendy Toys, you got Wolfie, Deminishki, I think that's how you pronounce it, Rainho, Sleepy, and Boostfur. Yeah, again, it's an intriguing team. Alex and Boostfur as a duo is pretty intriguing as well. So nice to see Sleepy back as well, because obviously Sleepy was subbed out of last Block Wars. Demi and Rainho, I don't really know much about. I think they both played in Rookies. I'm not entirely sure. You might have to check me on that one. But it's a good team, a silly team. I like the team. It's decently strong as well. I think Alex and Boostfur probably do decent events. And yeah, I think this team's decent, Sleepy as well, and it's good to see them. Good to see Alex back in main roster as well. And yeah, good team. And Blocky Bells, here we go. Juk, Smallishbeans, LDShadowLady, Scott's Major, and JoJo Solos. Wow. I mean, this was a bombshell, ladies and gentlemen. This is the bombshell of Block Wars this season. Block Wars 9 is the bombshell. Blocky Bell's bombshell. Hey, Juk and JoJo are pretty good. They're definitely the top 2 frags on this team. Maybe Scott better than Juk, we'll see. But Joel and Lizzie in Block Wars is meant, and Scott, to be fair, those 3 in Block Wars is absolutely incredible. And fair play, everyone at the team of Block Wars for getting this team. It's a very silly team, can't wait to watch it. Is it good? Yes, it is pretty good. If Joel and Scott have good events, this team would do very, very well. But obviously, they are debutantes, so I'm not too sure. But we'll see. It's a good team. I like this team a lot. Obviously, I think it's one of the favorites, fan favorites for this event. And yeah, nice to see Scott in as well. Nice to see Scott in another event, which is fantastic. Nice to see Scott play something that isn't just MCC. Shame with Lizzie and Joel, to be fair. But yeah. Okay, so that's all the teams for Block Wars 9. Now, it's time for predictions. And once again, the Google Doc. So, I have yellow first. I think yellow is pretty darn strong. I think Lewis and Joe will have pretty good events. I think Joe is just getting better. Like, people thought Joe would be an awful player or like just a funny player when he played in rookies, but he played well in rookies. He won Block Wars 8, and he's probably going to win Block Wars 9 because he's got a very good team. And obviously, it's good to give Joe the good teams because he is a pretty cool content creator. Feinberg will probably get first in Div. I don't think there's much competition in this event given teams. If there was teams stronger, or like a stronger team overall, I think like a top frag would probably outplace him, but Fine's probably going to get the first in Div in this event. I think Jack will do well. I think he'll get 26th for like round 20 to 30. I think Maddie won't get bottom. Like, I think Maddie got bottom last Block Wars with Aqua, but now they've got a stronger team. I think they're going to do quite well. So orange, sorry, not orange. Yellow first, blue second is my pred. I think it's a sleeper team. I think Misty will get second in Div. I'm not gonna lie, second or third in Div because Space and Cal have Misty third. I think this team can cook. I'm not gonna lie, this team is most likely going to cook. I think Phil will get 12th around that place. I think Ashwag and Lagundo will get just in the top half, and I think Simple Flips will not go that low, honestly. Bottom quarter, but even then, top of bottom quarter, that'll be enough team-wise. It'll be close between blue and third place orange, in my opinion. Orange, because Shadoon and Wally will be a very good duo. Boomer to back as well. I don't think they'll get Bridges because I think Boomer coming back from a long break or like hasn't played blockers for a decent amount of time. I think he'll still be a little bit rusty. Red Velvet just below top half, and Anthos just below third quarter. But yeah, I think that team does pretty well. But third place though, I don't think it'll make Bridges. Fourth, we've got purple. I think Wolfie and Booster will have pretty good events this time around, both top 10 in Div. Sleepy, just again top half. Sleepy's always going to get top half, I think, or just below or just above. Nowhere. I don't think Sleepy will get top 10 or bottom half. But yeah, here's the thing: Rainho and Deminsky, I don't pronounce the name. Sorry. I think they'll probably bring this team down slightly because they are two weaker players. Obviously, I don't really know much about them, but I think they are lower frags. But I think that team will do quite well. I think there'll be nice chemistry as well between this team, and I think they'll get 4th. 5th, I have pink. I think JoJo will replicate the event they had last time round in Block Wars 8. I think they have a very good event leading pink team. But then the rest of the players, I think LDShadowLady will finish pretty high. I think most people have Lizzie quite low in this event. I have Scott, Joel, and Juk around bottom of top half to bottom of second half. I think they'll do okay on debut, but I think this team will be more content than anything. But I think 5th place is reasonable for this team. I'm not gonna lie, it's reasonable. 6-5 green, I think Shane will do pretty well. I think, but then obviously there's no, like, all 4 are quite silly. I'm kind of annoyed I've put Martin 24th. I think Martin can probably get top half, maybe, if this team does well as a team. Because Martin's playing very well at the moment. Ollie and Jimmy are probably in the right place, and then Eloise a bit lower. It's a full content team. If Shane carries, and then like someone like Martin or Jimmy or anyone on that team, Ollie or Eloise, becomes a very good second frag, that team can potentially make Bridges or top half. But for now, it's just Shane against the world. But obviously, don't sleep on the rest of the green team, though. 7th, I have red. I think Ampharos and Aqua have decent events. I think Ampharos will get top 5 in Div. Just in Div games, I think it'll do very well individually. And then I have Aqua 15th, and then obviously the silly 3 stag. I have AMC decently high because AMC's getting better at the game for sure. But then Michaela and Guki a bit lower, and I think Red will get 7th. 8th I have is quite interesting. 8th I have Aqua last. I have Curry and Sick, which is kind of wrong in my opinion. To be fair, if the team doesn't do very well, because I have Line Chu, Caitlyn, Ghosty, which are 3 lower end players. Ghosty is very capable of getting top half or higher. Puns as well, I think we get 10th, but then Curry 6th. If the team doesn't do well, I think it will bring down Curry. But if the team does well, I think Curry will get like 3rd, 4th, maybe in 1st if the team does cook. But that's my predictions. You can pause right now to look at them. And yeah, now let's get to Space Brownies and Kel Awesome, 2 of my co-hosts, and their predictions. So they have Yellow in first, blue in second, orange in the same top 4, same top 5 even. Very similar team predictions. Red in 6th, fair enough. Green last. So we basically like had a little bit of a rotation in these last 3 teams. I have green last. They have Shane higher than me, which is fair enough. But they also have Eloise and everyone else a little bit lower than me. But they have green last, which might be due to like team games and stuff like that or individual games. But yeah, I think I do okay green. Aqua 7th, I have Corey a bit higher than me, Pun's a little bit higher than me, Ghosty a little bit higher than me, Lineshoe and Caitlin, Lineshoe slightly higher than me. And then Red 6th, that's fair enough, Ant 6th, Aqua slightly higher, Amesy slightly higher, Michaela and Gucky slightly higher. So yeah, you can also pause to look at their predictions and their individual predictions and their team predictions, Space Marines and Kel Awesome. But that will do it, gamers. Thanks so much for watching. Block Wars 9 will be on Saturday the 2nd of December at 7 PM GMT, I assume it is. I think it always is that. Let me check, actually. That'd be good. Yeah, so Block Wars will be on, that time. But thanks so much for watching. We've been the MES, and we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.